The courtroom was silent except for the rhythmic tapping of the judge's pen. At the far end, Marcus Daniels, the courthouse janitor for over 20 years, stood with his shoulders squared but eyes lowered. He wasn't on trial, yet somehow, it felt like he was. The case had nothing to do with him. He was there to testify about what he'd seen in the hallway weeks ago. But when he spoke, his calm, respectful tone was met with something else. A sharp, dismissive laugh from Judge Clarence Holt. Just clean floors, Daniels. The judge sneered, lips curling in mockery. Leave the law to those who understand it. A ripple of quiet chuckles moved through the room. Marcus felt the heat in his chest, the sting in his pride. The gavel might as well have been a weapon. Before I tell you what happened next, tell me in the comments where you're watching from. I love knowing who's listening. Marcus had swallowed moments like these before. But this was different. The laughter didn't just humiliate him. It erased him, as though his life's worth could be measured only by a mop and bucket. He felt every eye in the courtroom weighing him, some with pity, others with disdain. He left the stand quietly. But inside, something stirred. Years of service, not just in the courthouse, but before it. Years no one here seemed to know about, or care to ask. 2 days later, Marcus was back in the same courtroom. But this time, it wasn't as a janitor sweeping corners. The defendant was different, the crowd restless. Judge Holt entered with his usual air of untouchable authority. Marcus entered moments later, dressed sharply in a navy suit that fit him like armor. The murmurs began instantly. "Isn't that the janitor?" someone whispered. The judge looked up and froze. His hand stopped mid-reach for the gavel. Marcus didn't flinch. He walked toward the witness stand, each step deliberate. His voice, when he spoke, carried the steady authority of a man who'd given orders in places far harsher than this courtroom. "I am Marcus Daniels," he said. "Retired U.S. Army Master Sergeant. Bronze Star recipient. 25 years of service. And yes, I also clean your floors." Gasps rippled through the gallery. Holt's smirk had vanished. The silence was heavy now, as if the air itself had stopped moving. She thought she'd never see him stand tall like this again. She was wrong. Marcus recounted his testimony with precision, his words unshakable. He didn't just tell the truth. He commanded it, each sentence anchored in the quiet strength of a man who had led soldiers through chaos and brought them home. Neighbors, co-workers, even strangers had gathered in the back, drawn by the whispers of what might unfold. Some leaned forward in their seats, hands clasped. Others simply stared, eyes wide, as though realizing for the first time that the man who carried their trash away had once carried the weight of lives. Judge Holt shifted in his chair, the flush creeping up his neck. He no longer interrupted, no longer laughed. When Marcus finished, there was a pause, long enough for everyone to feel the shift in the room's gravity. The ruling went in favor of truth that day. But the verdict wasn't the part people remembered. It was the image of the judge's bowed head as Marcus walked out, and the way people rose to their feet, not for the court, but for the man they'd misjudged. Outside, the autumn wind carried the scent of rain. Marcus stepped onto the courthouse steps, where a small crowd waited. A young man pressed forward, eyes shining. "Sir," he said quietly, "thank you for everything." Marcus smiled. "Son, respect isn't given by title. It's earned, and it's shared. Because dignity doesn't vanish. It waits, and it finds its way back." He walked away as the clouds parted, sunlight spilling across the steps where laughter had once tried to diminish him. The echo of that day would linger, a quiet reminder that some truths, once revealed, cannot be laughed away. That if you believe respect should never depend on status, share this story. And if you're new here, subscribe. There are more stories that deserve to be heard.